Additional 60-cent increase, but that jumps dramatically when you're dealing with hundreds or even thousands of pieces of mail.
130,000 pieces a day at a 3% increase is about $4,000 a day in postage.
Price says if the rate increase goes into effect, business mailing could be phased out.
It's going to definitely be an increase in costs to our clients. They're going to be faced with decisions again as to whether mail is the most effective way to reach their customers.
The postal rate increase is still in the works. The 3-cent increase could go into effect as early as June. Alan?
Thank you, Crystal. Now, postage rates are the subject of our Early on 23 News In Touch telecount question tonight. We asked you earlier, is the U.S. Postal Service justified in raising postage rates? Well, the majority of our callers say the Postal Service is not justified. 91% of our online voters agree. Thanks to all who took part in our telecount poll tonight. Signs of the recovering economy say OPEC saying they will not be increasing oil production. AAA Motor Club of Chicago says many gas stations in the state line anticipated OPEC's decision not to increase oil production. And there's a good chance that production won't be increased in the second quarter of this year either. That means prices could climb yet another 15 to 20 cents over the next couple of months.
Increasing demand, increasing strength in the economy, and we have seen about a 25% increase in the price of crude oil, which of course is the beginning product before you get gasoline. So all those things added together have really put pressure on the price of gasoline.
Now, gas price anticipation is not illegal as long as prices don't spike incredibly high. You may remember late September of last year, some prices jumped to about $3 a gallon at some stations. Now, that in itself, of course, is illegal. If you do happen to see some prices that do seem too high, you can report those jumps to the Attorney General's office. That number in Rockford is 484-8100, or you can log on to the website at ag.state.il.us. Illinois seniors who feel they may be paying too much for prescription drugs could be in for a break. According to President Bush, Illinois has one of the strongest prescription drug programs for seniors. That's why he's given a $110 million grant to the state to run a pilot program. It broadens benefits so the plan will cover more people. An estimated 250 to 300,000 more seniors will be eligible. In addition to the pilot program, legislators are also working on a 1-800 number so seniors have easy access to all of their options.
I think they're getting to be notified more and more of these programs that are available. But I still think there's a lot of folks that don't know, because we get questions all the time about, is there some state program for senior citizens?
Now, both of these plans are being looked at in the General Assembly in Springfield. Senator Dave Severson says both likely will pass. It's just a matter of fine-tuning them. If all goes as planned, you'll be able to access these services within the next 2 to 3 months. Teen Recovery Center Rosecrans has sold its longtime home on North Alpine. United Methodist Bishop C. Joseph Sprague announced today the church had closed on the property March 1st. Rosecrans has been a neighbor to Christ United Methodist Church at Alpine and Highcrest for years. Rosecrans Health Network sold the center, believing a judge will allow the agency to build a new one on Lyford Road in rural East Rockford. A man is sentenced to prison time for attempted murder. 22-year-old Harrison Gathers was sentenced to 48 years in prison today. Just under a year ago, he pulled his wife Tiffany out of her car, beat her, and shot her twice. He then fled the scene. 2 months later, he surrendered to Mississippi authorities. He was sent back to Illinois. Rockford Crime Stoppers and 23 News want your help in tracking down the following fugitives. Take a look. Johnny Young, he's wanted for violation of the Controlled Substance Act. Young is a black male. He's 48 years old, 6'1", 190 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. Dale Barton is wanted for burglary. He's a white male, 38 years old, 5'8", 170 pounds, with blonde hair and hazel eyes. Douglas Johnson, also wanted by police for burglary. Johnson's a white male, 33, 6 feet tall, 200 pounds. He has blonde hair and hazel eyes. Darren Hill is wanted for robbery. Hill is a black male, 26. He's 5'10", 205 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. Police are looking for 20-year-old William Caves. He's wanted for forgery. Caves is a black male, 5'9", 200 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. And Jeremy Burleson is a fugitive from the law. He's a 20-year-old white male wanted on a probation violation charge. Burleson is 6'3", 180 pounds, with brown hair and hazel eyes. And 42-year-old Henry Jones is being sought on a deceptive practices charge. Jones is a black male, 5'10", 210 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. Now, if you know where any one of these suspects can be found or have information on other criminal activity, call Crime Stoppers. If your call leads to an arrest, you could be paid a cash reward of up to $1,000. Last year, callers were paid more than $72,000 for their information. Call Crime Stoppers at 963-7867 or toll free at 1-888-769-STOP. Well, on this late Friday night, Mark Strells in the 23 Storm Team Weather Lab with our weekend forecast. Mark?
And not a bad weekend at all. We'll see a little bit of sunshine by tomorrow afternoon, more sunshine coming your way on Sunday. So far this month, well, things have been below normal. In fact, almost the entire nation have had below normal temperatures, especially up over the Rockies. That'll be changing a little bit as we sail into Monday with some warmer temperatures heading our way. Temps back in the mid-50s for Monday. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms clipping up the Ohio River Valley. They're moving out of southern Illinois now, and we again will see some clearing skies as we head into the afternoon tomorrow. Tonight, a few passing clouds. We're 28 for the overnight low temperature. Cloudy start tomorrow. Temperatures right around 30. We're back up into the low 40s tomorrow. I'll tell you all about it in your complete Storm Team forecast coming up in a moment.
All right, Mark, thanks very much. And coming up next, Texas jurors determine the fate of Andrea Yates. Details on that story straight ahead.
When it comes to superior grass control and better control of small-seeded broadleaves like water hemp, there's only one choice: Outlook herbicide for corn. You'll get $2 back per acre when you use Outlook in a BASF 2-pass program. You'll also get our performance pledge. You'll get performance as promised, or we'll pay for the herbicide cost of retreatment. See your dealer for details. It's the best thing going, hands down.
It's back. 0% used car and truck financing right here, right now at Rockford's Used Car Mega Center. Back Row Auto Mall next to Cherryvale Mall. Yes, 0% financing on used vehicles is back, but only for a limited time. 0% used car financing. Nada. Interest-free financing on a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles. It's back, but for a very limited time. 0% used car and truck financing at Rockford's Used Car Mega Center. Back Row Auto Mall next to Cherryvale Mall.
Need to save money? Need a ride to work? Meeting friends? Car maintenance breaking the bank? Too young to drive? Take the hint. Rockford Mass Transit District. For more information on routes and schedules, call 961-9000. RMTD, providing access to your dreams.
Why me? It's about experience. It's about vision. It's about delivering on your promises. I'm the only candidate who's actually created jobs, put more money into education, and brought breast cancer screenings to women across Illinois. As Lieutenant Governor, I've done it. As Governor, I can do more. Let's build a better Illinois. Take a Republican ballot on March 19th and vote for Corrine Wood.
Corrine Wood, the real choice for Illinois now.
You're watching 23 News, people you can count on, with Mimi Murphy, Alan Jones, Chief Meteorologist Mark Strell with your 23 Storm Team forecast, and Sports Director Brian Bachman.
The jury in the Andrea Yates murder trial today recommended that her life be spared. Correspondent Jennifer Miller reports on the verdict and of life in prison.
The jury returns the following verdict.
The same jury that was quick to convict Andrea Yates also spent very little time deciding whether she should live or die. After about 40 minutes of deliberations, the jury sentenced Yates to life in prison for drowning her children.
Obviously, it could be worse. I mean, if she'd been given the death penalty, but it wouldn't have been that much worse.
Prosecutors softened their call for the death penalty during Friday's closing arguments and readily accepted the jury's decision.
I wanted the jury to reach a correct and just verdict, and that's what they did.
The defense claimed there were reasons Yates's life should be spared, mainly her mental illness.
This was a difficult defeat for us, but we, if anything, at least raised certain issues in the mind of the public.
But prosecutors insisted the case was not about social issues. It was about 5 dead children.
None of those children chose to die. They all fought for their lives, and they should be the focus and remembered appropriately.
But Andrea Yates's family says the medical system failed her, and now the legal system has too.
We don't believe that 40 years in prison is a alternative to treatment that she needs.
Andrea Yates will not be up for parole until she is 77 years old. In the meantime, it's expected her attorneys will appeal the case based on evidence regarding her mental health. Jennifer Miller, CBS News, Houston.
Take a look at our weather again. Mark Strell and the 23 Storm Team Weather Lab. Mark?
We've got temps in the mid-30s tonight. That's not so bad. We are going down into the 20s for overnight low temperatures tonight. A few clouds have pushed in across northern Illinois. Those clouds are going to start to thin just about sunup. 35 degrees right now, north winds at 11 miles per hour, and we have a barometer that's kicking it up. I'll tell you about that. Your Storm Team forecast is coming up next.
Louis Rathje, R-A-T-H-J-E. The J in Rathje stands for justice. The Justice Louis Rathje enforced as a circuit court judge. The Justice Louis Rathje protected as an appellate court judge. The Justice Louis Rathje upheld while on the Supreme Court when he affirmed the death penalty. Vote for Republican Louis Rathje for the appellate court. Experienced justice to protect us.
Education is the key. Education will help us solve our healthcare problem, our criminal justice problem, and our unemployment problem. An educated society is an advancing society. You know, I've traveled Illinois, and it's really tough to see individuals and families where they're working families and no health insurance. We must have universal health care in this state. I want to be an advocate for the people of this state. I want to pass programs that are going to improve their quality of life, help their families. That's what I want to do.
23 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Mark Strell and his forecast has earned the AMS seal of approval from the American Meteorological Society.
As your county clerk, it would be my responsibility to keep records of births, deaths, marriages, and other vital personal information, providing copies of these records to those who are entitled to have them and safekeeping them from those who are not. It's a serious commitment, one I intend to keep. I'm Dave Johnson, and I'm running for Winnebago County Clerk. I'd appreciate your vote on March 19th in the Republican primary.
Parkside, big and tall, the big and tall way to dress.
For Easter, graduation, that wedding or other special occasion, it's the Spring Wardrobe Sale. Buy any suit or sport coat and dress-like combination and receive a free dress shirt, free tie or belt, free pair of socks, and a free garment bag. Not big or tall? Don't worry, we can fit you too.
The big and tall way to dress. Parkside, big and tall.
Well, your Strelevision pictures today paint a pretty picture right along Illinois Route 2, one of the prettiest drives in northern Illinois. Our photogs were out there earlier today and got a little bit of sunshine action down between Byron and Oregon, right along the Rock River. Beautiful bluffs down there today. The wind's not so bad down below the bluffs. And again, there's some sunshine down to our south today. There's more sunshine in your forecast coming up tomorrow. Your first forecast tonight looks like this. We're down to 28 for the overnight low temperature. North winds tonight at around 10 to 20 miles per hour. A few clouds have drifted in tonight. Overcast skies reported officially at the airport. We'll likely see a few clouds around tomorrow morning as well. Cloudy start, but we will see some sunshine as we move into the day tomorrow. Now, there is a weak cool front that is pushing away from us tonight, and that does allow some cooler area for tonight. Tomorrow night, we're both going to see temperatures down into the 20s and daytime highs. A degree or two below normal, but not a big deal. Tonight, the showers, the thunderstorms pushing away from us, dry and quiet conditions here, although you did see a couple pops of some light snow activity up to the north across Wisconsin and Minnesota. They've seen up to 15 inches of snowfall there in the last 24 hours. We missed out on that. Nice news there. Jet stream energy today, that's what's spawning those showers and thunderstorms I just showed you on the radar. Showers and thunderstorms pretty common throughout the lower Mississippi River Valley today, and a couple of tornado warnings up across Mississippi earlier today as well. Weather flight tonight, we're taking the smooth ride back home here across the south, the southeast, bringing you back home. There's been some precip, of course, downstate much of the day today that cut right across St. Louis down into Missouri. But you see things are clearing out fairly nicely here tonight, and that's all pushing away from us as the high pressure begins to build in for the weekend. Let's take you through the day part tomorrow. In the morning, a few clouds around, but now it looks like things are beginning to dry out for us. We could even see some filtered sunshine early in the morning, but we'll stick with some cloud cover in the morning, 30 degrees, and then clear it out as we push through the afternoon, 42 degrees. Mostly sunny skies, certainly as you get around midday. Partly cloudy skies, 37 degrees during the evening. Northeast winds tomorrow, again around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Not a bad day. Here's the forecast models. You see they're pretty much right in line with the radar I showed you earlier. That all shifts away from us. Again, quiet conditions for us, but look at that, another little backdoor whoosh of some moisture up through southern Illinois. Hey, they won tonight. Woohoo, Salukis, 28 degrees. I just like to say woo. 20-degree temperature band all the way across Iowa and northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin. Tomorrow, daytime highs right back up to around 42 degrees. 50s downstate. Here's your storm team forecast tonight. Mostly cloudy skies. North winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow, a few clouds in the morning. Lots of sunshine, though, after those clouds depart. And again, it looks like the timetable, we're going to speed it up a little bit. It looked like those clouds would linger pretty thickly throughout the morning. Now it looks like they're going to start to thin out sometime after sunrise, and certainly by midday, lots of sunshine around tomorrow. 42 degrees at any rate, 45 degrees on Sunday. Sunday. Partly sunny skies, 55 degrees on Monday. Partly sunny skies, and I think we turned Monday into a weekend. Whatever happened to that 3-day weekend? They were talking about that when we were younger, and
I would go for the 4-day work week.
Just never materialized.
That'd be all right.
They do it in France?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
I like that. Thank you, Mark. We'll pass that along. Still ahead on the updated 10 tonight, the number of children with diabetes is on the rise. We'll tell you why in tonight's Medical Breakthroughs Report.
When it comes to superior grass control and better control of small-seeded broadleaves like water hemp, there's only one choice: Outlook herbicide for corn. You'll get $2 back per acre when you use Outlook in a BASF 2-pass program. You'll also get a performance pledge. You'll get performance as promised, or we'll pay for the herbicide cost of retreatment. See your dealer for details. It's the best thing going, hands down.
You'll need to move fast if you want to haul in big savings at Furniture Row Outlet. That's because through Monday, March 18th, we're not only in the final days of our warehouse blowout, we're also offering no interest for 18 months. That's no interest until September 2003. Now's the time to load up on incredible deals like these. Plus, get no interest for 18 months at Furniture Row Outlet's warehouse blowout. 18-month finance offer ends Monday, March 18th. 5505 East State Street.